Hi, today we are talking about interviews today, and generally the interview process and how it differs from how it used to be.
Okay.
And if I think more importantly, if it is fit for purpose.
And if the stages really prove capacity, because you have so many stages now, does it actually help you get the best candidate?
So my question to you would be, do you think interviews now are better or worse than they used to be?
So I think we have quantity over quality. So you have all the serene of stage this, stage that, meet panel, meet the CEO, do this study, do this, and I feel like there are just stages that a sharp guy can hack his way through. It doesn't prove that he will perform on the job. But back in the days, again, I don't know if I'm sounding like an old man. Things were better. Like, it was thorough. That one interview that you would do with, I remember one of my godfather was in HR in one of the old generation banks. It was just maybe him and one GM and one person. They would sit down on one table like this. You sit in front of them. They would drill you. And if you pass, you pass. And they were sure to a large extent that, you deliver. Again, there were no distractions then, like Instagram or TikTok. So why wouldn't you even deliver if you've proved yourself at the interview?
So I think you are right about quantity. And the reason for quantity now is that one, there are more people looking for jobs. That's one. So social media has made discovery of roles easier.
Yes.
So whether it is LinkedIn or Jobberman, if someone puts up a role, you can be sleeping in your house. The notification will come to you.
Yeah.
Unlike before, is who you know. Or you look for Thursday Guardian.
Yes, they used to go to public library, sit down, and some people, if you have connections, you can tear.
You understand? So was it Thursday or Tuesday Guardian? It was Tuesday Guardian.
I was just trying to pass WAEC.
No, we did a lot of.
I didn't know whether it's Tuesday or Thursday.
We did some Tuesday Guardian stuff.
Yes,
now it was.
You senior me like that,
dude. You can't remember.
You be a bomb. But back to this interview thing and what people look for. There has always been, I think it was you and I that were talking a while ago about what should you look for. Is it charisma? Is it competence? Some people, based on the kind of organization they run, charisma, cacking up, the whole is very important to them. For some people, they don't care. You just need to be intelligent. So if you have your company today, what will matter to you?
It depends on the role. Okay. First of all, it depends on the role. But generally, if it's generally, attitude comes first.
Okay.
So first of all, you even want to, because you're a salesman, you always want to put your best foot forward.
Yeah.
So even your attitude and your behavior during interview is an indication of who you are, even if you are pretending. It's an indication because at that point in time, you're advertising. So in the interview, you're actually advertising yourself.
Okay.
Yeah. So I've seen interviews where people just come and they're almost trying to say they don't care. They don't dress well. There are some things that, maybe you can't speak English properly. We can understand that.
Yeah.
Some people, you don't dress well. You don't even answer. You don't talk well. You are not enthusiastic.
Yeah.
They are red flags already. That's attitude.
What if that person is actually now very, very, very brilliant and he can change the fortunes of your company?
That is a human problem. Now, why that is a human problem, and more, you see it on social media. One of the most important skills is the ability to communicate. So you can have all the brilliance in the world. If you can't bring it out when people need to see it, then it's a problem because you'll be stuck with that brilliance. You're not in an academic setting where you can just write an article and they say, you write a paper or you're a scientist that you write a paper and everybody will know. In that scenario, you need to find a way to communicate. So that's why, especially, and I tell a lot of my mentees, those soft skills are important. The way you communicate, the way you engage, whether it's verbal communication or non-verbal cues, they are all very important. So, and I agree with you, it's very possible that you might not get the right candidate because you might get someone that is not a natural showman.
Yeah.
But it's empty here.
And vice versa.
And vice versa. In fact, it happens a lot. In fact, as you are saying it, I remember a story in my former role. There were two ladies gunning for a role. We knew that the one we didn't choose was better. She was more experienced.
Yeah.
She was her numbers. She had it. However,
I hope it's not what I think it is.
I don't know what you are thinking.
To me.
I don't know.
If you say it, I'll laugh.
However, we chose the more enthusiastic one.
Okay.
The one that was vibey. Because we're like, okay, both of them have experience. That one has more experience. Both of them are good, but that one seems no more. But this one will vibe with the team.
Yeah.
So one of
culture fit.
Culture fit. So we were looking for a culture fit.
Not a serious person of I know the work and all that.
So, but in retrospect,
maybe the vibing didn't pay off. It's a vibe down.
As far as I'm concerned, personally, I don't know about the other people.
Who did you choose at that interview?
We chose the vibe.
So you two, you were culpable in the vibe.
Yes. But in retrospect, I was like,
we should have just calmed down the vibe.
But see, it is what it is.
And then another thing is, you don't know what the non-vibing person was going through at that point. Maybe she was just in a downtime in her life.
And she just tried your best foot forward at that point in time. To be honest, if we would have a similar interview again, I'll still choose the vibey chick.
So my own example, where I worked, we had two people like that. Apparently, they actually had the same credentials. One of them had just had a little more hands-on experience, but you couldn't really say this one was better, but that other one just had a little more local experience.
Okay.
They went to the one that was speaking for them.
Do you know that thing?
They later they paid dearly for it.
No, especially in Nigeria. So one of the problems, and this is a cultural thing, a societal thing.
Yeah.
We are drawn to people that speak for them, that speak well. Yeah. But I have seen it again and again and again and again.
Can I ask you a question? Do you watch Man U, Arsenal, and all of them?
I used to, yes.
And you know their players?
Yes, I used to.
Name 10 players in Nigeria Football League.
Because we don't watch it. That's
it's the same thing.
No, that's not the same thing.
It's the same thing.
Let's not go
you are
that
drawn
direction.
to Premier League and not your own league.
No, that's a totally
it's the
different
same thing, Oga.
We are going off point.
Okay. No,
that is
telling yourself that
the Premier League is well packaged. It's a packaging thing.
That's what we are talking about now. Packaging. The person that speaks phone is it not the same football they are playing?
Okay, I'll let you have this one. I'll let you have this one. But I understand what you are trying to say. But let me tell you why it doesn't work for me personally.
Okay.
Maybe because again I've been in a lot of international environments where you will have brilliant people from different parts of the world, smart people, eloquent people, but they can't speak English that well.
Oh yes.
They can't speak English that well. They add English to their own. They have their own nuances in the way they speak English, and you know that this one is brilliant, and everybody understands them, and they are not judged based on it. But once someone comes and they are spring speaking for them, we're blown away.
We even judge Nigerians based on the fact that they can't speak English.
Yeah.
And I always tell people, tell especially my younger colleagues, that you know that the opportunities you had, if this person had it too, the person will speak like you now. So it's not the person's fault. And but let's now be more practical. Okay, you're even giving an example. But does charisma, can it overshadow competence at an interview where all of you are just blown away by wow?
Yes, now. Because if you are not charismatic at the interview, what are you looking for in an interview? You are fundamentally the job
packaging.
Fundamentally you are trying to connect. An interview is just like meeting someone new. People want to work with people that they can relate with, that they can trust. and you can trust someone that you can connect with. So fundamentally in an interview, your aim is to try and connect with the interviewers.
But have you interviewed somebody that gave off that charismatic vibe? As you resume like this, it changed it for all of you. It just became a beg.
I personally haven't hired someone, but it has happened. Where we're like,
what can one chance?
What can one chance?
Really turned up the vibe.
What can one chance? So then, and which is why I said that, you know, earlier I referred to, even if the person is lying, or pretending, at that point in time, and there's a Japanese in one previous episode you quoted Japan. There's a Japanese saying that says, a man is wherever he is, or whatever room he is. At that point in time, in that room, you are in an interview room. You become an actor.
Yes.
Shakespeare also said, all life's a stage.
Hey, he did a coach.
So as you enter that interview, you become an actor and you fit into
that's what is expected.
And in that scenario, charisma counts. You must put your best foot. You must connect. Whether you are looking into the eyes, whether you are smiling. Now, not everyone falls for that. It also depends on who the interviewer is. If the interviewer is that kind of person that is an introvert, maybe it's for a technical role, that kind of thing, some of those things might not sway the interviewer.
So basically, everything we've said now, all the differences of things that have happened, it proves that if you really look at it, the interview process was a scam. With all the stages you did, you still had people that turned out different. On both sides, bad that turned out good. And that means all those processes did not really do anything for you. So in my opinion, you could have had one stage and the same thing would have happened.
I don't agree with you.
Okay, so see the person that you said you chose the vibe person over the non-vibe person.
You can hit and miss now.
That means you did 6 stages where that person continually pretended for you.
Can I go into an area where, how did you choose your wife? How did you choose? With all the women that
how this topic take concern my matrimony, because
how did you choose your wife? How did you choose your wife?
I saw I would her now, Abby.
And all the ones before your wife, how did you dismiss them?
You mean the one before my wife? Just one that I dated before my wife. Dude, so it wasn't structured interviews. So you can't pretend. So I personally believe for dating, because it's not a structured thing where like you are sitting in front of a computer or in front of people to pretend, you can't know. It's a calm, informal.
You've made my point for me. My point for me is that in that interview, you don't have the benefit of getting to know the person. I don't want to use the word, let's use the word deeply. To know whether, this is a lie, this is a front, they are pretending. At that point in time, what you see is what you get.
So you are agreeing with me now.
Act on what you see.
You are agreeing with me. So the stages don't matter because you are still acting on what you see.
Are you saying
across the 5 stages?
Are you saying that we should not do interviews?
I'm saying that, look, let's accept that we are all actors. We are nothing but pencil in the hand of creator. I don't know why I just said that. It just felt
and it didn't click.
But it felt like the right.
It just felt like.
But basically, like, if everybody is going to act, if somebody can act for 5 stages, he can act for 1 stage. Do one, move on with your life, and take the person. If he doesn't perform, you do what you
I know why you are saying it. You are saying this because one,
I'm bitter.
You are bitter. But what? Okay, in a scenario where you have
what's my perfect stage?
Before I even go to your perfect stage, you have 5,000 applicants. How will you filter them?
From experience, we all know out of that 5,000, 4,900 are useless. Let's be honest. We already know that 4,900 are useless. How will you filter? I read one tweet. I read one tweet. Funniest thing I've seen in a while. Somebody asked, "Do you apply for jobs that you are not qualified for?" One guy said, "Now from NYSC I apply for CBN governor role, and I don't get up." So that, and the guy said it with confidence. So you can't say 5,000 eligible qualified people will apply for one role now.
Okay. But I didn't say they're eligible.
Let's say 100 are.
Okay, so how will you filter the 100?
One day you can filter 100 people's CV. That's why you have recruitment and
I don't think
assistants. But guess what? They even now have systems in place that do it for them based on keywords and qualifications. So if you're even going to shortlist 100, you're going to shortlist maybe 20. Now, let's consider the manpower, the time, the resources that goes into doing 5 stages for the top 10 people. You're wasting company time.
You're stuck on this.
You're wasting company time. No, it's true. Because let me tell you, one of my best jobs, I did only 2 stages. My best
How big was the organization?
Baba, at least my last 4 or 5 companies, I won't say which, they've been massive.
So let me tell you, probably
let me tell you, I did, what am I even saying?
You're a senior in that, for that role.
Do you know, now that I think of it, I did only 1 stage.
Yeah, you're a senior person.
I was shortlisted. I was told it wasn't even case study. Because they are like a consulting, global consulting firm. It was 1 stage. They said, did they invite me for a chat? But next they just sent me a topic to write on. It wasn't case study or presenting or anything. I just wrote like 5 or 6 pages. I submitted it. They invited me. So asking me to do it was not a stage. That was just, they invited me in a boardroom to talk about it. I talked about it. And next thing, essentially it was 1 stage.
No, I agree.
You know that's one of my best jobs ever.
So
even the one after that one too, I did 2 stages. It was because they changed the role to a more senior role. I now did another 2.
So the thing is, let's put it in perspective.
Okay.
For senior roles, I can understand. Those junior roles, you will still have multiple steps. For senior, I can understand, but those junior roles,
today's juniors, that while you're on stage 2, Gen Z will just tell you, I'm not feeling the vibe, man. Why are you putting me through 7 stages? Who do you guys think you are? Before you finish, the Gen Z has gone. You start. My guy gave me an example that in the last 2 weeks, he has been trying to recruit entry level. At every point, he has decided, let me go with this person. Person say, I've collected another offer.
No, it's possible.
So
it's possible.
Who are we doing shakara for?
It's possible. It's very possible. I think, you know what? I think this whole interview thing will always evolve. Before, remember, I don't know if you recall, before you had to go physically for interviews. Now you don't have to go physically for interviews. So it will always evolve. I think also it depends on the role. It depends on the seniority.
Okay. But what should candidates, if you are in an interview now, what should candidates stop doing at an interview that may be the reason for all these multiple stages? That is like they want to keep checking. Let's see him again. Because some interviews, you are meeting the same set of people 3 times. What has changed?
Maybe they are not sure.
And so that's why I'm now coming from the candidate side. So what can candidates be doing wrong?
So I'm not necessarily sure the issue there is the candidates. The issue there is with the interviewers.
Okay.
So maybe at that point in time, and I'll give you an example. Maybe 2 or 3 companies ago, we were on an interview. We were 3 on the interview, and we sort of argued again and again about 2 candidates. We had to call her back. So one was for another person, was for one person. I was for the second. One was on the fence.
So you needed a decider.
We needed a decider. We had to call both of them back. And guess what? We are now back to charisma again.
That's what you now eventually...
No, at the end of the day, in an interview, who did you connect with? At the end of the day, because you're not going to be asking academic questions. Don't you? What define...
Why the X?
That's not what's happening in an interview. In an interview, you want to understand if this person is going to fit into the role. So, and part of that is...
for me, it has been this person. If I'm not in the office, and
Can
they say
this
this
person
person is
stand?
the one that is there, can I continue sleeping?
You understand? So you want someone that, will make you look good. You want someone that will connect with your colleagues, with your customers, with your superiors.
So
that's someone that you can rely on.
Does it mean that we are trying to recruit minimes?
Yes.
But I don't think that sounds right.
Yes.
You just say yes.
Yes, I said it so fast.
It shouldn't be. I was speaking to one Egbon yesterday. Sorry. The Egbon said there was one guy that he knows. The guy is a big MD or GM now. He said something that troubled me deeply. He said he had noticed something. He always recruits people that he's better than.
No, that's bad.
Very
that's bad.
He said he caps the what's it called? The abilities of his recruits.
He's insecure.
Yes.
He's insecure. So for me, let me tell you, I look for complementary characters.
Okay.
I always look for complementary characters. I look for someone that will complement. There's need to be self-aware. You know where you are strong, where you are weak. As an example, I like people who are very detailed oriented. Because I'm detailed oriented, but I don't like going through. Just give me the summary, give me the key points, and I'll roll with it. There are times, yes, I will go into the detail, but I need someone to crunch the numbers, do all
so
the
mini you
that complements me.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Let's go with complements you.
So there will be elements that are mini you in that. Okay, if you're not there to speak to a client, you want someone that is capable to do that. The person doesn't need to speak to the client the same way you speak to a client.
But the person can actually...
Yes.
Like if you send me a stupid email, I want my person to be able to respond to that email with the same venom. That when I see the response, I'll say, yes, correct. You did it well. Then I'm like, why are you being so nice?
You understand? So I think you want someone that is capable. You want someone that you can connect with, because again, you don't want to work with someone you don't like.
True. So let's design the ideal interview process. Let's say, federal government engages Ide and Cheon to design what will now be an interview policy in Nigeria. What should it look like?
Yeah, we're simplifying it, bruv. Because it's not one. You're talking as if it's one size fits all. Again.
Okay. If I'm talking as if it's one size fits all, why are all the companies doing the same thing?
They're not doing the same thing.
They are all doing the same thing.
They are not. You just said it yourself.
You and I
just said
in the last 4 places we worked, you've done the same thing.
No, you just said it that in 2 previous roles, you only had 2 interviews.
Okay, but in my last 2 roles and your last 2, we did the same thing. So let's say it's something that started post-COVID.
What is that? You are talking about the business case
and stages.
You are talking about business case.
I hate that.
See,
I never thought
you are too bitter. You are too bitter. No, you are too bitter. And
oh my God.
I don't think we can finish.
Okay, let's forget it. Let's talk about let's give an example of a process that can be tweaked. Okay, simple question. What should be the maximum number of stages, in your opinion, that is sane?
I'm not going to answer that question because it depends on the organization.
I don't agree. I told you that I did 7 stages. 7 before I even met the command. You are telling me.
So that's ridiculous. We both agree.
So there has to be a cap now.
It's ridiculous. To be honest, an ideal, depending on the organization, 2, 3.
If it's maximum very bad, 4. Thank you. If it's very bad, and that 4 is that you are meeting the CEO.
So are you happy now?
Yes, I'm happy. I can go.
So for me, just to end, I still think that those business cases, as annoying as they are, as stressful as they are
necessary.
They have a role to play. Yeah, they have a role to play. I think it's becoming too stressful now.
But can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Ide, if in your current role you serve, you get poached by a bank or something as an ED in a Nigerian bank, somebody will now tell you that because you want to go to one other multinational as MD, you should come and do case study.
It's ridiculous.
Exactly. So that's what I mean by it's discretion.
This discretion, and I also mentioned seniority as well.
Yeah.
Shibi, I told you once about a role. You were bringing me in as, was it chief operating officer or something? One, and the guy was asking me academic questions. Define this.
Define Mr. Najadi.
He was. I told him there and there.
I think we were in the wrong interview.
We're in the wrong interview. At this stage in my career, you can't be asking me about. I'm bringing leadership. I'm bringing experience. I'm bringing network. You can't be asking me to define. Are we in I didn't say it.
Arrogant.
I didn't say it the way I'm saying it now. But I was courteous. But the message I was saying was.
Stop that it. I'm saying stop it. Don't do this. Don't do this with me. Stop.
I was like, what is this? Because I was senior. I'm senior. You are bringing me for a senior role and telling me define this. Anyways,
I've politely walked out of an interview too. I just said that that I don't think that this is a fit. I think we both have the wrong idea of what was happening, and that based on that, I will need to withdraw.
Oh, you actually withdrew from the interview?
Yeah, I withdrew.
Before it ended?
Yes, I've done like 3 times. One was email, one was one I had to withdraw because they were getting dodgy. I was telling them some things, it's confidential, they were asking me for the thing like that. I said from my former company.
No, you can't do that.
They said that
no, you can't do that. You can't do that.
And the big brand, they said I should blur out the key details. I was like, are these guys for real? So I just withdrew.
No, that's
anyway. To wrap up, I think we should 2 points each that we can say can prove success at an interview. Well, no, that proves from an interview that the person will be successful in the role. 2 things that you would look out for.
Okay, so me, personally, I don't really care for certificates.
Okay. I've never even seen your own, so it's not like...
They are very useful. It's nice to know this person has had this level of academic success. I'm more about experience. Okay. So what have they done?
What have they done?
What's been their depth and what's been their breadth in terms of experience? That counts for... That's big for me. The second thing is, are you able to connect? Are we able to connect during the interview? Are we able to build rapport? Do I see myself enjoying having you as a colleague? Those are the 2 things for me.
Okay. So for me, I think the first one is, again, because I'm a salesperson, that ability to just think on your feet. Like, I'm interviewing you, I know when you don't know the answer to something, but I can see that you are making an effort to just tap from your knowledge and see how you can weave something and give me an answer. It shows me that if I put this guy in front of the president and I'm not around, he will find a way.
Like charisma. So you like charisma?
I don't think that's charisma. It's intelligence. It's actually thinking on your feet. It's intelligence.
So supposing so you can be intelligent, but if you are not able to communicate properly.
And so let's agree that I don't think speaking is communicate properly.
I understand.
He doesn't need to speak the best English, but it can still be sharp. Do you get?
You want a sharp person.
I want a sharp, like street sharp. Okay, I think that's the word. Not when you just telling that you just say Then the second thing, which you have now spoiled for me, is that communicating intelligently. Do you get? So, and being, I don't think it's communicating. I'm changing my number 2.
To what?
Is social intelligence.
Emotional intelligence.
Social.
Emotional intelligence.
What's the difference?
It's the same thing.
Okay, so we are in that interview.
Yeah.
And from the interview, he can tell who is important.
Emotional
who should I focus on? He can see that, this person, like, he has just looked at the room. He can see that, this Mr. Adesh, he has done his research. He likes music. So when he's answering, he just says something like, I was at a concert at Mason, I will just be like, nah, this guy's good.
So you're basically saying what I said, which is you are able to connect. Because at that point in time, what he has done, because he's done his research, he knows that, this one likes music. You've referred to music, so you've connected, you've built rapport.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's a good place to stop.
This thing needs to have part 2 because, we will address it more in future, Sha.
We will address it.
We can end it here today.
We will address it. Have a fabulous one. Cheers.
Bye-bye.